Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is Megneous and welcome back to another episode of Minecraft Pokemon. And that guy, I don't know who that guy is, but he's been staring at me for so long. I think he wants to pick a fight with me. But anyway, on the last episode of Minecraft Pokemon... Yeah, I'm watching you. On the last episode of Minecraft Pokemon, we evolved one of our Eevees into this Umbreon, which is huge. And I wish that I could ride on it. I want to jump on its back and ride it like a horse. But unfortunately, that is not possible. However, we did get to name our Umbreon. There were lots of suggestions below in the comments, and I chose one of them. Let's see, go to Umbreon and right-click, Stats, and... oh, Summary? Is it Summary? Yeah, Rename. This Umbreon was named by Carolyn. Carolyn suggested Nightshade, and I think that this is a particularly good name because Nightshade is, as you guys may know, like a poisonous flower or a toxic flower, something like that. Be careful, Nightshade. Nightshade is apparently very bad at getting up hills, but nonetheless, Nightshade is a name that I can see working for both males and females, and since our Umbreon is a male, names that work with males are especially important. Names like Moonlight and Luna and stuff like that, although very correct in terms of the theme of nighttime and the moon and stuff like that, unfortunately they don't work very well for a male Pokemon, at least if you follow gender stereotypes, which I tend to not really like very much, but I am very glad that my name is Michael and not Michelle, for example, so even I have my biases when it comes to such things. So, Nightshade it is. Also, our Bayleaf, slowly making our way back to base as we talk about these things. Our Bayleaf here has not been named either, and there was a suggestion for our Bayleaf, so we're going to go ahead and name our Bayleaf as... why is this green? Was this a boss Pokemon? I think maybe it was. I don't know. I can't remember. But anyway, this Bayleaf is going to be named Autumn. Thank you very much to PandaBear7214 for suggesting the name Autumn. I think it's a wonderful name for a plant type Pokemon, a grass type. We're going to be training this Autumn, this Bayleaf, today, hello Nidoran Male, in order to hopefully evolve it into Meganium or Meganium. I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm going to guess it's Meganium, but I'm not exactly sure because, I mean, who really talks about Pokemon in school? Dylan, you look way too happy. I have to destroy you. I did not mean to send out my Umbreon. Oh well. So that's up against the Spearow. That should be no problem. We're gonna use Swift. Our Umbreon is huge. It's going to eat Dylan for breakfast because Dylan looks far too happy for me to be okay, allowing him to continue to walk along on his day. Oh my gosh, I became one of the trainers from the Pokemon games. You know, you're just minding your own business, you're on your way to Viridian City, and the next thing you know, there are a bunch of trainers who are like, hey, fight me! I've become one of them. What have I become? Ah, sigh. It makes me sad. And, I'm getting the same question a lot in the comments, people asking me, Megneous, why don't you ride your Charizard? And the answer is because Flare riding on Flare is quite buggy. It doesn't work as well as you would hope it would. It's a little bit hard to control. So all those things considered... wow, our farm has not grown at all since I left. It's a little bit sad. There's nothing interesting going on here. So let's go ahead and heal our Pokemon, and where we're going to go to train our Autumn, our Meganium, we are going to go to a swamp. But before we go to that swamp, I would like to remind all of you that we still have not evolved our second Eevee here, which is ready for evolution. So if we go in here and we look at our Eevee box, we have Vaporeon, and we have Umbreon, we have this Eevee which is not going to evolve, and we have this Eevee right here. Oh, actually, I think the DX story doesn't record my cursor, so you can't see. However, we do have a level 14 Eevee in our party. I was thinking of trying to evolve it into Jolteon right off, because I believe we have a Thunderstone right here, so we could do that. However, because this is our last Eevee that we have available, we need to make a choice. We need to choose between the Firestone, which we haven't completed yet, but I can complete off camera if you guys give me some time, because I don't want to go caving in the series on camera. It's not really that fun in my opinion. Or we can use the Thunderstone. We can use Fire or Thunderstone for Flareon or Jolteon. Or we could level it up since it is... Oh, actually, is this the one that we caught with a friend ball? Hang on just a second. Stats, did we? Yes, we did. 211. So we need to get it to 250, I think it was. Can I right click on these and look at their stats when they're in here? The answer is no. Alright. Let's see, what did we get this to? I can't remember. 240. So maybe 220 is what it needed to be? Something like that. Either way, we can evolve this Eevee into Espeon very easily since we caught it in a friend ball. We have 19 more friend balls, so we can catch more Eevees to get Espeon later, or we can use this one. Or if you guys don't like the idea of Flareon, Jolteon, or Espeon, we could evolve this Eevee by leveling it up near... Where is it? Where is it? This mossy stone? Or we could go into a snow biome and find an icy stone, a snow stone, whatever they're called, and level it up near one of those. Now, mind you, I am going to be keeping my eyes open for more Eevees, but they are relatively rare, so I don't exactly know when we're going to find some more. So do take this decision into consideration, consider very carefully, and please let me know below in the comments what you would like to evolve this next Eevee into. In the meantime, while we're out going to the swamp to level up our Pokemon, because I was told that I could find a Mudkipz only in the swamps, I would like to bring some other Pokemon with us. Maybe this Aron. Maybe, where are other starter Pokemon? Yeah. Oh, what else? Maybe we should level up our starters over here. I'm pretty sure this is right, right? Here. Yeah, okay. And here, Torchic, Trico, and what was here? Mudkipz, right? Mudkipz? I think so. Alright. However, we haven't run into a Mudkipz yet. I want to find a Mudkipz. I also want to find a Trico and a, a Torchic. Yeah, but I can't find those. Someone said that I had an evolved form of Torchic in my box. That is Magmar. That is Magmar. That is not an evolved form of Torchic. So, yeah, let's... Maybe we should evolve our first starters first. So let's put Ivysaur and Wartortle, Tsunami, and Ivy in there. And we'll take these guys out to the swamp, because I would like to find a Mudkipz. Now, I can't remember exactly where the swamp is. I think there's one out this way. So let's go on an adventure. Pretty sure there's a swamp out this way. Maybe. And we will fight Pokemon along the way. As always, a lot of dying Miltanks everywhere, apparently. I do not want to fight a Miltank, but I guess I can. It's a little bit strange that there's no sound for Pokemon battling one another. Don't know why I just noticed it now. I do not want to learn... Well, wait a second. What is this? Oh, it raises special attack. I don't really need Poison Powder. We already have Leech Seed. They do basically the same thing, except Leech Seed gives me some health as well. Admittedly, Poison Powder does do more damage. What is that? Oh, that's a Metang. I don't want to fight that. Golducks. Pidgeys. Nope. Nope, we're good. Don't want to fight any of those. So things that are going on in my life. We're probably going to talk about this again on Minecraft Dinosaurs later in the week. However, I'm going to talk about it now on Minecraft Pokemon because it's fresh in my mind. I just read the article and, you know, I was moved to tears. So whenever I'm moved to tears by something, I always feel like sharing it on my channel. As you guys know, our solo Minecraft series are sort of a place for me to speak my mind, sort of like a vlogging experience, or just discuss recent events and talk about research and things like that. Well, a while ago on Minecraft Dinosaurs, you probably remember when I mentioned... Yes, this is the swamp. Very good. You probably remember when I mentioned that the Chinese had sent a rover to the moon and successfully landed that rover on the moon. The lander's name was Chang'e 3, and the rover's name was U2. And U2 is... At least I think it's the U sound and not the Y sound, because Mandarin Chinese also has an Y sound, but usually people write that as a U with an umlaut over it, or as a V with an umlaut. So I'm not exactly sure which one it's supposed to be, but U2 is close enough for our work. Oh, hello, Slowpoke. Have I caught a Slowpoke before? I think I have. Bam. Critical hit and super effective. Slowpoke, you go down. Yeah, U2. Let's see if we have caught a Slowpoke yet. I think we have not. Alright, so clearly we need to catch a Slowpoke. Need to find another Slowpoke then. But U2 landed successfully on the moon. The Chinese were very happy about this. My Chinese friends were... Mudkipz! We found you already! Hello, little Mudkipz! You are very cute, and you make me very happy that you're here already. Alright, very good. Scyther, you're very bad at hitting the Pokemon you need to hit. Come on, Razor, you can do it. There we go. So this is a level 4 Mudkipz. Please don't kill it. Please don't use Takedown or some other ridiculous thing. Let's use Level Ball. We're like 35, that's level 4, it's 31 levels difference. Level Ball might do the trick. Yes, I think it did. I think it worked. Very nice. Mudkipz! The day is good. We have caught a new starter Pokemon. Wonderful. Alright, so as I was saying many times, the rover landed successfully. We caught a Grimer before. Successfully on the moon, and everything seemed to be going okay. It even left its lander, Chang'e 3, with no significant problems. I don't think we've caught a Grimer either. Alright. With no significant problems, and it traveled, what, 200 meters around the surface of the moon, I believe? Everything was going great. The Chinese were collecting their data. The world was like, yay, we're gonna have another space race, which is probably not going to happen because the US doesn't really care if other people go to the moon since we've already been there. But, you know, I wish that NASA and the government, well, NASA clearly cares. They want to go back to the moon, but Congress will not fund them. However, anyway, the point is that recently U2, the rover, not the lander, has been showing signs of issues, physical malfunctions, and apparently it may end up dying. Nest ball. Which one should I use? Maybe use some luxury balls. Just cause. But yeah, it's been showing some abnormalities, it's been showing some problems, and as a result of that, apparently the Chinese have started taking notes about how NASA has used the Curiosity rover and Opportunity and Spirit. Very nice. Grimer's ours. To... You know how they use the rovers to, like, tweet as if they're the rovers, anthropomorphize them into people, basically, give them personalities, say like, oh, I'm working so hard on this rock, da-da-da-da-da, stuff like that. Well, in China, U2 released a diary saying essentially, you know, my masters back on Earth are detecting some problems, parts of my body aren't responding the way that they should to the master's orders. It's getting really cold really fast, and I don't know if I'll be able to wake up in the lunar morning, which the lunar night is 14 days long. It gets down, ooh, that is a witch's hut, but this is Minecraft Pokemon, so there are no witches, yay!
Magikarp.
But yeah, so it gets down to like negative 270 degrees Fahrenheit, which is really freaking cold. Hello, Zubat. Have I caught a Zubat? I don't know. I have not caught a Zubat. Okay, so apparently I see tons of Pokemon and I don't catch them for some reason. Good to know. What is this? This is a repeat ball. That's clearly not going to work on a Zubat I've never caught before. But yeah, the rover released this diary and it's anthropomorphized to where it sounds like it's a person writing it. And the way that it was written, it was like, to be honest, I'm not really afraid. I'm just a small speck in the history of mankind's exploration of space, and what am I doing? I'm just a small speck in mankind's exploration of space, and I'm not afraid, because like every protagonist in their own story, I just ran into a little problem. And it's like, it's so moving that a human being, human beings as animals, as creatures, as organisms, as mammals, we are the strangest things. Ooh, there are witches, actually. I thought there wouldn't be witches. There aren't creepers or anything like that, but there are witches, imagine that. I wonder if they're Pokemon trainers. I wonder what kinds of Pokemon the witches use. If they're like Team Rocket. But it's so moving that as human beings, we know that robots, rovers on Mars and rovers on the moon, we know they're not alive, we know they're not, well, they're real, but they don't have personalities, we know they're not, you know, we know they're not afraid, we know they're not really cold, and yet, when we're reading from their perspective about them being on the surface of the moon alone, and trying so hard to make us proud of them, you get feels up in your body, and you're like, why am I crying reading about this freaking robot? And it's meaningful to me that such a thing happens, because although, you know, it's true that they are robots, they're not people, they're not even animals, you know, they don't feel things, at least not in any way that we would understand it as it's a machine. Machines can be very important to people, and to me, the U2 rover represents a lot more than just a rover on the moon. It represents humankind's love of space exploration and love of the unknown and our thirst for knowledge and all sorts of wonderful things. And human ingenuity and human competitiveness, all of these things. That's what U2 means to me. So when U2 tells me that it's dying, I feel a lot. I don't just like laugh or shrug. I feel very strongly about such things.
Ivysaur.
It's just, you know, sort of funny in a way. It's just interesting that one can shed tears for a robot on the moon. I suspect one day that stories and books will be written about such phenomenon where robots go to the moon and Mars to prepare it for colonization, and they have names, and we get to watch them on camera and stuff like that as they prepared other worlds for our colonization for us to arrive. I don't want to learn this. And then, you know, when one malfunctions or it shuts down, hundreds of people shed tears for this robot that gave its life, or whatever life a robot can have, so that we could go and experience the stars for ourselves. I imagine a day like that, and it's so moving to me. It's so real. I can see it. I can feel it as if it's right around the corner. These are ridiculous things, and yet, I wish even a tenth of the world felt about space the way that I feel about space. We would be so far now, so far. We would have such moving movies to watch about freaking robots, and not WALL-E cutesy robots, like sincere movies that really are just, you know, normal robots, not sentient robots, just rovers and things like that. And through the magic of filmmaking and perspective and good plot, you can probably make people relate to a rover a lot. I mean, I do. I realize I'm a little bit strange, but I bet lots of people would. Oh, they're fighting each other. How about we fight this thing? Lunator.
Ivysaur.
Ugh. Yeah, you guys have to forgive me. When I remember the diary entry and think about space and think about Mars, I get choked up a little bit. I start to lose control of my feels. I need to put my feels back in my body where they belong instead of running out of my eyes. I need to go back to our Pokemon Center. So many feels. Oh, and also the Falcon launch, which was supposed to happen somewhere around February 11th, has been delayed at least until March 1st. Probably due to delays from past flights, as well as the opportunity to fully install landing legs on the sides so that it can attempt a soft water or possibly land landing. We don't know which it's going to go for yet. I'm hoping for a land landing. That would be freaking awesome. Holy crap. But yeah, so all of that is coming up soon. I'm very excited. We are out of time today for Minecraft Pokemon, but we are almost on the verge of evolving our Ivysaur into Venusaur. Don't forget to let me know below in the comments what you would like to name our... actually not name, choose which evolution you would like Eevee to take. Flareon, Jolteon, Glaceon, Leafeon. I think that's all of them. Yes, maybe. Did I forget any? I don't think so. Alright, so thank you very much everyone for watching. My name is Megneous, and I will see you next time.